our chamber president is here. We're going to ask her to come on up and join us as well. Well, good morning to everyone. I want to welcome you all out this morning on what is another fabulous day in the marvelous city of Bessemer, Alabama. Thank you all for coming. It is rare for a city of our size to have such an amazing economic development news, especially in these difficult days. But Bessemer is a unique city with a rich history and a very bright future. Many of you joined us a few years ago when Amazon announced plans to construct the state of Alabama's first robotic fulfillment center in Bessemer. This facility is now open on Power Plant Road in Bessemer and employing over 5,000 individuals, according to Amazon officials. The good news continued recently with the announcement of Carvana. This distribution center on Morgan Road, that facility is currently under construction and will open next year, eventually employing 400 individuals when it is fully operational. And recently, we partnered with the city of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and others to announce the location of a FedEx distribution facility in Bessemer on Lakeshore Parkway. We are back. Today is another awesome day in our city, and it looks like this is a day that we can all be proud of, and we're proud to call the city of Bessemer the Marvel City home. As many of you are aware, Lowe's Company, Inc. announced on yesterday its plans to construct a bulk distribution center in our city. This 1.2 million square feet facility will employ approximately 150 to 200 people, opening on next year. And just over an hour ago, Amazon announced plans to expand its operation in Bessemer in our region with plans to build a delivery station on Lakeshore Parkway and another in Irondale. I am told that this new station in Bessemer will employ 80 full-time persons with an average salary of $15 an hour. Not disregarding our economic expansion in our city, the city of Bessemer, with a population of just over 27,000, is now home to some 6,000 new jobs and over $500 million in capital investments in our city over the last 10 years. And more good news is on the way. What started some years ago with Dollar General's location of a distribution facility in our city continues to mushroom. God is truly blessing our city, and we thank him for his hand of favor on Bessemer. We would like to thank Lowe's, Amazon, Carvana, and a host of other companies for investing in our city. The Bessemer you see today is not the Bessemer you will see in the future. I would also like to thank U.S. Steel. We'd like to thank Jefferson County. We'd like to thank the state of Alabama, the Birmingham Business Journal, the BBA, and all those who have had a plan in making Bessemer what you see it is and stuff today. But most importantly, and I'll have a representative from the Bessemer City Council come up and stuff and have a few words as well. And then I'll come back and answer any questions that you may have. But of course, we want to thank the Bessemer City Council who voted to make all of this possible as well. So thank you. I'll ask for a representative. I see our council president is not here, so I'll let them decide who wants to make a few comments on behalf of the city council.
Well, I'm happy to, because all three of those that he mentioned are in my district. So District 4 is booming with economic development, and we appreciate it. And the jobs, it's phenomenal that we have created so many jobs in the city of Bessemer for our residents and those in the surrounding areas. We're proud of that. So this council has worked well together, and we've worked well with our mayor, and we're proud of that. The three of us have been together for 10 years. Someone here has been here a lot longer, but the three of us have, well, the four of us, counting the mayor, sorry. The three council members and the mayor have been together for 10 years. So we have 2 more years on our term, and hopefully we'll have another 4 that will serve the city after that. So we appreciate y'all coming today for this great announcement. We're very proud of it. We're excited for Bessemer. Bessemer is booming. Bessemer is open for business, and economically we're doing well. You know, we don't have all of our eggs in one basket. They are diversified, and we appreciate it. We thank everyone that's come to Bessemer, all the businesses. We hope that we have served you well, and look forward to serving others that come. Thank you.
We have a representative from the BBA here as well, and the BBA has been very, very instrumental in assisting us in getting all of these business that has come to the city of Bessemer. So I'm going to ask the BBA representative to come and speak at this time as well.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Brian Jennings, Vice President of Economic Development with the Birmingham Business Alliance, and it's an honor to be here today. Congratulations to Bessemer for landing such great projects at such a critical time for jobs in our nation and especially our region. I think this really speaks to the pro-business environment here in Bessemer, that we can land such large projects at this time. And for us, what it does, especially for the region, is it puts Bessemer on a national spotlight, on a national stage, where we have to compete with a number of communities across this nation, and to land these investments just speaks to really the progressive nature of Bessemer, and it allows us to really play on that and try and attract some more business in the future. So people are paying attention, they're noticing these investments, and we look forward to doing a lot more very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. You know, we also recognize when we're having this much growth, you know, we're going to have some growing pains. That Morgan Road, Lakeshore, and some area right there, we've been working with the state of Alabama and AlDOT Director Cooper, as well as Jefferson County, because we already know that we're going to have to do something to control that traffic in that area and stuff as well. So we are determined and stuff to work with state and local officials to make sure that we can do something to widen that area there to accommodate all of that growth that's coming into the city on that Lakeshore Morgan Road corridor, because it's going and stuff to be astronomical, and we're going to need some help on all those fronts in order and stuff to make that area more conducive for the traffic. But at this time, if you have any questions, I'll take those.
What about this part of the county, Bessemer, is making it so appealing to all of these companies, be it Amazon, Lowe's, Carvana, whoever?
Well, you know, unfortunately, are you all just not learning that?
No, but
it's always been attractive and stuff to those of us who live and work here. But we're a business-friendly city, as most of you know. And we've said this time and time again that once and so we can get around the table with mayor and council and people who wants to invest in the city of Bessemer, it's just a testament to sitting down and making it happen. Obviously, we have a wealth of knowledge, we have a wealth of resources when it comes to land, we have a wealth of resources when it comes to rail, and a wealth when it comes to interstate travel, when you're trying to get in and out of some other area. Obviously, we have our own airport, and all of those things that makes a city attractive to those businesses who are thinking about locating and relocating in the city of Bessemer. And if you notice, two of these companies, Amazon and Lowe's, obviously are expanding their footprint in the city of Bessemer. So once we get you here, once you locate here, and you realize that it's a great place to do business, you bring more companies, you bring more jobs, you bring more revenue to our city when you decide to make an additional footprint in our city.
Did you have to offer any tax incentives or anything to get Lowe's to look at?
We did offer a small incentive. We offered 5 years on sales and use tax and ad valorem. Amazon did not request any incentives.
So you gave, so in other words, you're not drawing any revenue on sales tax for 5 years from Lowe's?
That's correct.
And, or property taxes
That's correct.
for 5 years?
For 5 years.
Okay. Do you feel that was worth it, I guess, in the long run?
Obviously, the school system will continue, and so to get any taxes. Yes, when you talk about the creation of 150 to 200 jobs, if you noticed, a lot of the incentives that we've given to companies over the years have been 10 years. At this particular time, and so we offer 5-year abatement and stuff on those taxes. And we do know, as you know, in the state of Alabama, if you want to land some companies, and so you're going to have to offer some form of incentive package. And so, but the objective is to offer less and less.
And you said there were no incentives on Amazon?
There were incentives on the initial Amazon project, the fulfillment station, but there were no requests for incentives on the delivery station that's being built.
So the Amazon deal, what was the incentive there?
On the initial Amazon deal, it was 10 years.
10-year,
Abatement of
basically
sales and use tax.
moratorium on sales and property tax?
That's correct.
And what about Carvana?
Carvana, was 10 years as well.
Okay. On property and sales tax?
On ad valorem and sales and use tax, that's correct.
What's the timetable on the completion of these projects, the Amazon and the Lowe's?
In the fourth quarter of 2021, so both have a timeline of being up and running by the latter part of 2021.
Do you find that most of these jobs are filled with people that live in Bessemer, or are they coming from surrounding areas?
Well, you know, by law, we can't demand people
Right.
hire just in Bessemer.
Right.
But we do recognize, just from our communication, that a great deal of residents of the city of Bessemer are getting jobs, but not only just in Bessemer, the surrounding areas of Birmingham, Hoover, Tuscaloosa County, Bibb County, all the surrounding areas. We've even had some people employed as far away as Jasper. So the whole region is benefiting, and so from a lot of the jobs that are coming to the city of Bessemer at this time. Exactly, and they eat and shop here as well.
What will be the overall financial impact on the city when you take into account Lowe's, Amazon, Carvana? So you're having that there's still other impacts, because you employ people and they spend money, and have you determined what the impact is?
We had not necessarily looked at a total impact statement of what's coming in, but if we look at it, the occupational tax and so still comes in as well. We did a similar incentive package for Dollar General distribution center, for example. Dollar General comes off the road in 2011. I mean, in 2021. We started in 2011. So when we do some of these incentive packages, others roll off while others and stuff come on. So that's one of the reasons why it's kind of difficult to do a total impact statement, because I got a large distribution center like Dollar General that's getting ready to pay and so ad valorem and all those and stuff things that we incentivize to get them here, and while we're incentivizing and so other companies to come.
One of the things that's interesting about this Lowe's thing and the distribution center is it's all pretty much tied to the new economy. So it's Lowe's is putting a distribution center in there to do next day delivery. That's what Amazon's all about. Carvana isn't basically an internet car company. Can you speak a little bit to sort of your positioning for the future given those businesses?
Well, location. Bessemer is strategically located where you can get to all major markets in 4 to 6 hours in the southeast here. If you look at one of the things that was important to Amazon was they were looking at a market that could get to Mississippi, Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia in a 4 to 6 hour period of time. Well, congratulations, Bessemer. We sit centrally located to address all of those issues. And as I mentioned earlier, if you look at our proximity to 3 major interstates, is very the egress and degress is very easy to get right on the interstate and reach those markets within a 4 to 6 hour period of time.
Did you all have to bid with sort of other cities in the area to, garner these businesses to come here? And then if so, what is that sort of pitch to Lowe's and Amazon?
Well, once again, our location is a good tool when we're negotiating. If you recall, we competed with other companies for the distribution center, the Amazon distribution fulfillment center over on Power Plant Road, as well as the Dollar General. But fortunately, and so for us, there was less competition after a company had already developed a footprint here in the city of Bessemer, because if you look at the fact that Amazon was here, they see the benefit and the value, and so having a company here in the city of Bessemer. So when they're going to open up a delivery center, it just makes sense and so to open up a delivery center and stuff here. Dollar General the same way. So once we create an environment of being a good place and so to do business, that makes your recruiting that much easier, because we also have other distribution centers looking at what's happening in the city of Bessemer when it comes to those distribution centers that has already located here. All right. Thank y'all very much, and we'll see y'all.
Thank you.